Gotta cut that. Hey guys, welcome back to Ricky's Vanity. So today's vlog is going to be about my move. So how I transitioned from New York to South Carolina. So we're basically going to do a Q&A. I have a few questions from some of my followers. And yeah, I'm just gonna give you my honest answer. So let's get right into it. Okay, so question number one for me was, why did I move to South Carolina? So for starters, everyone knows about my lovely boyfriend, Kenza. In all honesty, he is the reason why I moved to South Carolina. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, nothing. Yep, fell in love with a big-headed boy and came on down here. So that is really why I moved to South Carolina. And plus he hates New York. It was like not happening at all. Like he was not coming to New York. So yeah, so I had to be the one to move, but whatever. Anyways, next question is, was I scared? I would not say I was scared. I would more so say I was nervous. Nervous because I'm completely packing up all my things and I'm moving to a new city. You know, and yes, once again, for love, I was moving for him. So now I'm in a new city. I don't know anyone other than him and his, you know, close friends and family. And, you know, anything could go, make things go left. So I was very nervous. I wasn't scared. If I was scared, I probably would have never made the move. But, you know, I was ready for a new change. So yeah, I was nervous and just anything can happen, you know? So, but yeah, that was it. And I think most of all, I was happy. I was excited. I wanted to get down here. I've been wanting to leave New York, but yeah. So anyways, next question. How was it looking for a job? Looking for a job. Before I got the position to work from home, I was job hunting. And honestly, I was job hunting, I want to say for about a good month and a half, and just nothing. Like even before I literally, you know, was like, yes, I'm definitely going to move, I did a little just hunting, just see how it would go, if anyone would even contact me back. And nobody. Nobody contacted me back. And I don't know what it was. I honestly don't know why I didn't hear back from any jobs from down here. However, you know, that leads into, you know, how I got my job. So I used to work for a pain management specialist. And in that office, I, you know, was introduced to many other doctors, and I met another pain management specialist being at my last job. And, you know, we created a great bond. I had to work with him with a lot of his procedures. So with that being said, when it was time to say like, oh yeah, I'm, you know, finalizing my move, I'm definitely gonna do it, he didn't want me to go because I knew him, I knew his procedures, I knew how to do his work. He wanted me. So with that being said, he offered me a full-time position working from home, just basically doing clerical work. So I would continue to take on his procedures. Well, now at this point, it'll be more so the authorizations. Take on that and, you know, just phone calls and scheduling and, you know, helping him with all that other good stuff. So yeah, so that's really how I got my job, working from home. Yeah, I really wish it was like I had more answers for you guys when it comes to, like, you know, job hunting, because it kind of all worked out for me. Like it really did. I was stressed out because it wasn't working, and then out of nowhere, bam, I kept on praying on it and everything just fell into place. So I'm sorry if I can't answer, you know, that question for you guys and if I wasn't any help, but that is how, you know, me getting a job worked. Okay, so next question. How was it looking for my home? So Kendall's mother lives in the complex right next door to us. So we're neighbors. they actually, you know, was hearing that the complex, well, our complex was, you know, being renovated and that they were starting to rent them out. So with that being said, you know, she introduced herself to the, you know, to the manager, and from there, you know, we got our first apartment. So once again, I'm sorry if I'm no help with that. It literally, I let go and let God, and he put everything into play. So, you know, that also fell into place. But I will say at one point, Kendall and I was searching for apartments. We were looking at a whole bunch of apartments before this came about. And yeah, we were, wasn't really finding anything that we really like, especially me, because I'm so picky. I am so picky, like with my living arrangements. Like I can't just live anywhere. And like even this apartment, we have these brown hardwood floors and they drive me insane. Like the first apartment, we had black. We had black or black and gray, one of them. But they were beautiful. They were gorgeous. And now we're stuck with these ugly ass floors. Anyway, don't even get me started with these damn floors. But yeah, so I'm sorry once again if I can't help answer that question. But I will say this. Obviously everyone knows the cost of living is so much better down here. So that's definitely a plus. So you will you'll get your money's worth. I will say that. Okay, so next question. How did the moving process go? So, moving process. We had a full weekend planned. I decided to put in my 2 weeks notice right in time so that I had one day to myself to get down here to South Carolina so that Kendall and I could go to a wedding on that Friday. I think it was Friday the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. July 27th. I don't know. I think so. Yeah. But yeah, so we went to a wedding on that Friday, left Friday night and drove up to Philly. We got to Philly and went to his best friend's art gallery. From there, we left, and that was on a Saturday. We left there during the day and drove the 2 hours to New York, got to Staten Island and loaded up the SUV. From there, drove back to Philly, just enough time for us to just eat, shower, sleep, get up Sunday morning bright and early. And, well, I'm sorry, we were supposed to get up bright and early. We ended up not leaving the hotel until about 8, 9 o'clock. And that's when we drove back down to South Carolina. So we literally had the full weekend planned so that we basically killed a whole bunch of birds with one stone. So yeah, so I got most of my belongings down. Well, actually all of them. I only left one big suitcase at home. And when I went back up to New York that Monday, I had to, do training for the at-home position. And then I brought the suitcase back down with me when I came down here for good. So yeah, it was a whole lot. That worked for us. I would recommend for you guys, honestly, U-Hauls. I thought they were like super expensive, but you can get like a really good one. Especially if you're not moving any furniture. You get like a nice little, I think you like kind of connect it to the back of your car. What you call that? I don't know. It's like one of those, just you connect it to the back of your car or whatever. And yeah. So I would definitely recommend that, or if you could find any type of moving company that works best for you. But yeah, so we just decided to drive around home and rent a car. So yeah, so that was how our process went. It was pretty good, pretty smooth. Got it all out the way. All right, now my final question is, how was the transition from working in an office setting to working at home? At first, I was super excited because I'm like, yes, I can just roll out of bed in my PJs and, go sit at my desk and just work. And it was like that in the beginning. It was. I was definitely enjoying it. I rolled out of bed and went to my job, went to my desk and worked. And then I started to get a little lazy, but, I had to self-discipline is like, I don't know, you just have to be dedicated. After a while, it did get boring. I did start to piss off Kendall a lot because I was constantly saying, oh, well, you know, you're going out and you're doing this, you're hanging with your boys, and I don't have anybody down here. I have just you and only you. So, you know, you have to be considerate because, hey, I did this for you, for us, you know? So I will say we had a little hump where I was just being like super sensitive about just being in the house all the time. But now, I don't know, I guess now that the holidays have came about and stuff, and like, you know, we've been like hanging out around his friends more, I would say I feel better. I feel so much better. You know, even though I don't speak to them all the time or whatever, and we don't hang out with them all the time, I feel like I have friends down here now, you know, and you know, I'm good. I'm happy being at home, like whatever. And he works from home too, so we just spend a whole bunch of time together. We just bounce ideas off of one another, and yeah, like, so I would say, like I said, it was at first it was happy, then it got to sad, and then now we're back to happy. Yeah, cut that. All right, so if you are thinking about moving from New York or wherever you're at to another state, I would definitely recommend for you to start off by saving. Save. You know, I had the luxury of just jumping from one job straight into another. So, you know, saving wasn't that big of a deal for me. We kind of had everything, you know, planned out, especially since I was able to keep New York pay. So it kind of didn't faze me. But if I wasn't with Kendall and I was doing this on my own, I would definitely have saved a whole lot first. 2, make sure you secure a job prior to doing any type of move. That's just, I don't want to say the smartest way, but that's definitely the most ideal way to do it. So I would secure a job, and then you look slowly, you know, whenever you have a little bit of time, you look for apartments, look for something that's, you know, suitable for you, that it's not too much, you're not going to kill your pockets, you know, just something that says you, and it's just right. And then, yeah, then you make that move, and then you go, and don't be afraid. Like, yeah, you're always going to have doubts about if this doesn't work out, that don't do it. Everything is mental. You can do it. You need change. Change never hurt nobody. So do it. I'm here. I'm rooting for you. I support you. If you guys have any more questions, if I didn't answer, you know, any questions thoroughly, or, you know, didn't basically answer any question that you have at all, please let me know. Please let me know. Drop the comments below, and, you know, I would be more than happy to, you know, answer them. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me for vlog number 7.